Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for what's coming in September 2020, so I hope you are doing well. We have these three wonderful groups. I chose the green theme just because I thought, you know what, September, I know that not everywhere in the world is it sort of summer transitioning into sort of fall, autumn time, but stereotypically it's known to be that time, so of course we sort of transition in that sense. So I thought I would use green and some leaves. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the setup of this reading as well. I'm just going to plug the charger in as well. I just realised that we are running out of battery, which wouldn't be a great thing. So we've got group 1, group 2 and group 3. Whichever group you're most drawn to is going to be the one for you. So these are the Smith-Waite borderless tarot decks, for those of you wondering. They're actually super similar to traditional tarot like Rider-Waite, and yeah, so take your pick. Also, I do want to mention as well, we're going to be using some charms and also some letters, the pendulum as well. So if you have a question, keep it in your mind. And also, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, information is in the description box below. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention is that my intention bracelets and items are on my Etsy store. So I'm wearing a few of them right here. I'm wearing a love one, a yin and yang one, and in the middle a law of attraction bracelet as well. So they are meditated with, they're sage, they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life, and they are indeed very, very special indeed. So yeah, definitely do check those out if you are interested. Everything is in the description box below. So yeah, and also the review section is on there as well, so if you'd like to check that out, feel free. So yeah, so we've got these three groups. In the description box below you've got the timestamp. So we're going to start first of all with group number 1, okay, which is this one right here. So if I just move these to the side. Alright, so let's just do that. Okay. Alright, so group number 1, let's have a look and see what September of 2020 is bringing to you. So I'm going to be using the tarot cards and also the pendulum, as well as some charms and letters. So let's start first of all with the tarot portion. September 2020. We've got here the High Priestess. Alright, so I definitely feel like you're going to be quite spiritual in this month. Now, what I specifically mean about that, sorry, my microphone has also just disappeared for a second, so let me just pull that back up again. What I mean by that is that you're going to be much more aware of yourself in September. Self-awareness is really high here, so you may feel quite emotional. You may also feel like there are certain things that perhaps are really not serving you. There could also be this awakening, sort of epiphany, where you're like, wow, you know what? Especially for those of you that have perhaps been meditating for a while, you're like, whoa, now I can see, you know, such a big result with it. So there's a lot here that's coming through in September. Overall, I just feel like you're going to be so much more connected to yourself and your higher self. I also think that shadow work can be so beneficial as well in September as well. I just feel like September here is showing through as a lot of transitions for a lot of people. There are people that are going back into education after a while, and there's a lot of people here that are also quite sort of worried about the future. So I really feel that, you know, being in the energy of the High Priestess is really one of the best ways to really move forward, and it's really going to help you a lot as well. It's going to make you feel stronger, it's going to make you feel brighter, it's going to make you feel so much more clear, more balanced, and also hopefully allowing you to control any real, like, you know, really tumultuous or difficult emotions that perhaps you're dealing with as well, especially for those of you that have been through some very difficult times. The High Priestess here really shows that, you know, through the energy that you put into others, you must also put into yourself as well. Okay, so September here is bringing you a lot more self-awareness, and with that can come a lot of emotions, because you could be, you know, aware of so many more things that perhaps you were not aware of before. Okay, Two of Cups. So love is somehow on your mind as well. Okay, so this could be that maybe you have just felt like things have been a little bit, Now, it could be love that's really on your mind that is making you feel really aware. For some of you, you're realizing what you deserve, and this is equal and mutual love. For some of you, you might be holding on to a situation where it's just going round and round and round, where you feel like you're waiting and it's just, it's waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's just very tumultuous. Again, it's like turmoil that I'm picking up on. I know this Two of Cups is really happy, and for a lot of you, there is a lot of happiness that is coming through, but I feel that for some of you, you're sort of holding on to something and really hoping and wishing and praying that it's the Two of Cups, whereas actually it's, it's quite difficult. So that's what I'm seeing here. Three of Wands. Yeah, there's a weight, as I picked up, a very strong one as well. Okay, a very strong weight is going on here. You could be waiting for love, you could be waiting for someone here, or you're just, I feel like it's a good idea in September to be patient with yourself. The Two of Cups definitely shows here there's something to do with love, okay? You could be single, you may be waiting for the right person to come along, you might be writing a list of the kind of qualities that you really want in a person, or you might suddenly be coming to a realization that, oh my goodness, I'm holding on to this person, but actually, are they serving me? Are they suiting me? And for a lot of you that are perhaps holding on to something and you're thinking, I'm never going to find better, I'm not going to get, emotionally connected to someone else, I'm not going to be able to fall in love with someone else. I know it can seem really hard in the moment, but there are so many people out there and there are so many people that would treat you really well. So please don't ever think that, oh no, I have to stick with this person just because there's not going to be anyone else. That's the thing, is that there are so many oranges and apples in this world. If you find a bruised one, just know that you'll be able to find one that is much sweeter, that is much less bruised, that is much more delicious, and I know that I'm talking specifically about oranges, but it's like you've got so many people in this world, right? So many people, and it's hard to crack people, especially with relationships, but there are other options out there, okay? So, and for some of you, this is about your relationship finally, after a long amount of waiting, finally things are getting back on track, so that's good news. Okay, got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so for some of you, this is about like, okay, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally in September, things are coming together. Okay, so you've got the Ten of Cups, which is emotional satisfaction and happiness and joy. I know there's a lot of scenarios I just really did describe, but in all honesty, that's because there's so many of you are in different situations all together. I just feel like September is a much happier month than August, so just want to put that out there because some of you have had some very rough and very difficult Augusts. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune as well. I just want to say as well, got two tens here. Something about October is definitely making me feel really happy. I feel like the real turn of fate comes in October, but September is like a preparation ground. So the Wheel of Fortune here is great because it shows September is good preparation, especially career-wise as well, or perhaps if you're in education, it's great to lay down that foundation of just really studying and learning and putting as much focus as you possibly can into things. Or this is, great to start a business that, the following month could really become much more successful and really take off the ground. So I think that that's really lovely to see. Okay, so got the Emperor. Emperor here is about ego, okay? You could meet someone or be talking to someone who has a lot of ego, and it's like, oh, I have to deal with this, I have to figure this out, I have to find out why this person is so egoistic, why is this person so difficult, why is this person like this, why is this person like that. Like, the ego aspect of things is really, really challenging, and that's what I'm seeing here. So the Emperor definitely does show a really strong energy of ego. This person is sort of fighting with themselves, and yes, it's a lot. So, this could be a boss, it could be a friend, it could be someone you're in a relationship with who is just like not being able to see past their own ego. okay? The Hierophant here shows that you're going to have so much more inner stability within yourself. And again, High Priestess and Hierophant, it's almost like you're hoping that this person around you is just finally going to be to your level, because I really feel like you're hoping for someone to change here, or, you know, especially if you're like in a situation with someone, you're hoping that they will change and just become a better equal. And, you know, it's one of those things, you can't really change anyone, but they can grow over time. But everyone has their own ways of growing, and yeah, it's challenging. But what I would say is that this is not a bad reading. It's just that obviously there's lots of different scenarios and situations here. Oh, again, ego is coming through. Okay, someone here that you're dealing with has a lot of ego. A lot of ego. Well, you have got the Lovers and the Chariot, which is good news. Okay, so love here is quite strong in this reading. Like, this is a really strong, I feel like I've just done a love reading. Yeah, love is like super, super strong in this particular group number 1 reading, just because, you know, the Six of Swords here again is about controlling your emotions, because you may feel really emotional and very, very heightened here in September, just very, very emotional, like you want something to happen. So you got the 8 and the 9 of Cups that came out together. So the 8 to the 9 to the 10 here shows that I really feel that October is going to be the big stepping stone. This is a great month to retreat, to really take control of your own emotions, to put more focus into the things that you love to do, rather than waiting for certain things to happen. You know, your goals, your opportunities, your ideas, your investments, you know, things like that. Just really putting everything that you can into those things will make you feel so much more comfortable, so much happier, so much more fulfilled, so much more progressive. Okay, so I just feel like that is definitely one of the best things to do. You've also got the Lovers with the Chariot. The Chariot here is about forward movement and progression. You know, it's that energy of balance, and it's also with the Lovers as well. It's really showing here that you're really wanting things to just progress and get strong and to go in a good direction, you know, in regards to love and in regards to career or education. Like, you're just wanting things to really progress, and you're just wanting to see the final result. But we have to know that it's a journey, right? It's not just about the destination, it's a journey. Even with the Six of Swords, like, no one wants to take this really, you know, like, emotionally tough journey, but it's got to be done. And that's the thing, is that if you can enjoy it while it's happening, that's the best thing, you know, because then you're not just waiting for things to go by, you're not just waiting for the chariot to get to the destination, you're actually just enjoying life as it sort of happens as well. And the High Priestess and the Hierophant here show this energy of counterparts, so it's actually very, very possible here in September that there is a glimmer of hope in regards to love and happiness and joy. But also, I feel like there's something quite strong about the 10th month, and I know we're looking at September, but I feel like September really lays down the foundation for October, which is the strong month. Okay, so yeah, I've said this also before in quite a lot of the other readings, that October seems to be one of those months that just keeps coming through over and over and over and over again. I don't know why, okay, but October is just, it's bringing in all the feels for me. I just feel like there's something really specific that's going to happen in October for so many people. I mean, October also brings the end of the Pluto retrograde, which we know is, you know, Pluto, Scorpio, right? They're tied together because the home sign of Pluto is Scorpio, and we have Scorpio season in October. You also have the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio and Libra in October. So, you know, there's something quite strong about that month. I can't quite put my finger on it, but we will see, and definitely do let me know as well. All right, so we've got the pendulum, so definitely, you know, ask a question. Let's see what it says. You can always skip over this bit. You don't, you know, have to ask a question. So it says definitely. Okay, so your answer here is definitely, and we're going to get some charms and some letters. So let's just go with the letters first, and let's just get some charms. Okay, so got a shell. Okay, something about a beach could be coming through, and perhaps you're you might be going somewhere where there's a beach, you might be living somewhere where there's a beach, you have got some, and you know, it doesn't just have to be like a perfect beach or anything like that, but you have got some sort of like a rocky hillside kind of water energy vibes going on right there. So there's something to do with a shell as well. Okay, so it could be something to do with a beach. Perhaps there's something that you received that you know, is inspired by a shell. There's something about a shell. Okay, so that will resonate with you how it does. We've also got here the heart chakra crystal. Like, love is really one of the biggest focuses here that I'm seeing for you, group number 1. It's just coming through the way it is. So you know, it's just one thing to mention, is that there's love on your mind and your heart here in September. You've also got the bell as well. Okay, so it's like ringing the doorbell, or it's very much so this energy of just, you know, feeling really, really quite open to invitations as well. So you could be getting some invitations. We've got this button as well. You know, when I think of buttons, I think of like closure as well. So you might be sort of hoping, some of you might be hoping for closure, or just to be able to sort of seal things up, or it's also like an embellishment, right? So it's like, could be a gift that you receive here in September. Okay, so for the letters, we've got an A, we've got a C, we've got a V. You know what I'm seeing here? I know this is going to sound really strange, but this totally resonates with me. Apple cider vinegar, I'm just saying. ACV, like always, always, always. See that? We've also got here ace as well. Okay. We've got Q, so this could be initials, okay, of people that perhaps you're dealing with. It could also be spelling out some words. We've got an S, a T, a H, and an X, okay? So those are your letters. So that's what we've got for you, group number 1. This is your reading. I really hope it gave you tons of clarity, information, knowledge. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy as well. Okay, I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day or night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and definitely do take care. Bye, group number 1. Alright, group number 2, this is your reading for September 2020. We're going to have a look and see what's coming through. This is the Embroidered Forest Tarot. I'm also going to be using the Pendulum, so if you have a question, do keep it in your mind. Also, we're going to be using some charms and letters as well. So let's get started with the tarot portion of this reading, see what's coming through. Got the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. High Priestess seems to be a very popular card for September. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You've got a lot of earth energy coming through here. Not surprised, because you have got Virgo season in September. So you've got the High Priestess, Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace to the 2 is very, very natural, because of course it's progression, right, from the 1 to the 2. So I really do feel here that the energy is really pointing towards stability. Like, you're going to get much more stable. There can be opportunities here with career. There can be opportunities here in regards to you just feeling so much more content. You know, it's like that energy of like, once you receive something and you get something that you've really wanted for a long time, it just makes you sleep better, it makes you feel better, you feel more uplifted, you feel emotionally much more satisfied, you feel calm, you feel just so, you know, so much more uplifted and uprooted. And that's the energy that's really coming through, is that you just feel way better. You know, it's that energy of just calmness, peace, happiness. You know, you just feel so much better. So that's what I'm seeing here, is that you're just gonna feel way better. Okay, Judgment. So Judgment is ruled by Pluto. So it's definitely about transitions, transformations. Again, there's something I feel you're going to accept or reject here. Could be a job opportunity. Could be someone saying, hey, do you want to, you know, do this project with me? Or hey, you want to do this particular thing with me. It could also be to do with relationships as well, like, hey, you know, do you want to see how things progress and how they go forward? And you know, it's that kind of energy where you're sort of working on things together and you're sort of trying to understand both sides of the situation. So Judgment literally is about that. It's about both sides of the equation, making your decision, they make theirs, you see how it works together. You know, it's one of those things. So I see a lot of opportunity here for you, and the High Priestess here shows that you're going to be controlling your emotions. You know, you're just going to be taking better care of yourself. Like, I just see this Ace of Pentacles as you feeling relaxed, feeling stable, you know, feeling good. I like this. Oh my god, this is such a lovely reading so far. You've got here the Eight of Wands, lots of messages. Okay, so you might find that there are old friends that perhaps want to reconnect with you, perhaps old, well, I wouldn't say old people, but like, you know, people that you've had connections with in the past who want to reconnect with you, that want to talk to you, that want to, you know, just really be there around with you as well. Like, I just see that energy very, very specifically. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Wow, I got a lot of Pentacles here. I like it. You know, it's really stable energy. I mean, Page of Pentacles here is about discovering new hobbies, new goals. Perhaps there's some things that you really enjoy doing. Like, for example, I've recently just been getting into journaling, and I've just found it so therapeutic, and, you know, colouring, and it's something that I didn't realise that I would really get into to that extent. But I mean, you know, I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I did buy a journal a very long time ago, and I tried to get into it, and then, you know, it just kind of stalled, and now I'm like proper into it. You know, Page of Pentacles is definitely like a really strong energy of discovery. It's also this energy of friendships and sort of, you know, allowing yourself to sort of connect with people as well on that level, which is really nice. Also, Queen of Pentacles, you know, this is about you feeling stable, feeling happy, feeling confident, sitting on your throne, not, you know, worrying as much. Like, I just feel like you're going to be a warrior rather than a worrier, right? I just think that that's such a beautiful energy. Like, you're going to have your flower crown on your head, okay, whether you're male or female, flower crown on your head, feeling content, regardless, okay, of the people around you that perhaps are treating you badly. This is you just being like, well, at least I'm treating myself with respect. You know, you thinking, well, I've got myself, and I am so much stronger, I'm so much more capable, and I'm so uplifting, you know, towards myself. And I think that that's the most important thing, is that, you know what, there can be people that run away from us, there could be people that hurt us, there could be people that don't care about us, but at the end of the day, if we care about ourselves, and, you know, we have like a little support system of people that also care about us, that would feel heartbroken if we're heartbroken, those are our people. You know, those are our people. Those are people, you know, even in a community, my gosh, you know, those are the people that are true to us, you know, that believe in like how we want to feel as well. I think that's really important as well. It's just being around like-minded people. Chariot. The Fool. Okay, so the Fool. Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Look at these major arcana. So the Fool here is ruled by Uranus. Now, Uranus is going to be in retrograde in September. It actually started in August. So the Fool here really represents, you know, the sense of freedom. You may be taking a trip here in September, because you might just be like, you know what, I just want to get my things. I want to go somewhere, and I just want to sort of, you know, forget about perhaps the past, perhaps things that have really challenged you, made you feel really, really just very low. Because I see here that you're sort of coming out of something. It could be heartbreak, it could be grief, it could be perhaps someone's done you wrong, or stolen from you, or lied, or cheated, or just really taken you for granted. I feel like you're coming out of something, and you're like, you know what, I need to move forward. I need to get up. I need to keep going. I need to feel comfortable and stable within myself. I'm trying to find as much balance as possible. You know, you're trying to change here something. Look, there's a transformation that is going through with Judgment as well. This is not just about accepting, you know, certain opportunities. This is also about you going through quite a literal transformation. Also, you know, we've got here, the Chariot is also about forward movement, progression, it's about joy, it's about fulfillment, it's about you really taking care of yourself, and it's also about travel as well. Wheel of Fortune is about forward movement, progression, it's also very auspicious and prosperous, okay? If you've lost certain people from your life, specifically, you know, like relationships where someone has like betrayed you and just like walked away despite how much you've invested into the actual relationship and the connection, and they've just gone up with their ego, take this as a sign that it was just meant to be. And sometimes the universe, sometimes God, sometimes the higher self, our angels, they want what's best for us, and sometimes we don't know what's best for us, you know, but they're trying to like bring in something really substantial and so much stronger for us, and I just see that happening here. So for sure, I really do feel that there's something really strong, something really bold, something really powerful that is going to come through. Wheel of Fortune, I mean, that's also about, you know, money opportunities as well, which, you know, can be coming through with the Ace and the Two of Pentacles. So you got the Empress. Now the Empress here is about love, you know, it's about love, self-love, reaching out to people who perhaps can give you that support if you need it, right? This is really about putting yourself in a place of power. At the end of the day, we have ourselves. You know, our worth does not depend on how much someone else loves us. That's really important. Like, yes, they can make us happy in the moment and we can feel self-lifted and happy and joyful, but then maybe the minute they go, you know, so we have to find that love within ourselves and that confidence within ourselves as well. And we've got 6 of Wands. Okay. So 6 of Wands here is really about victory, success and celebration. It's about really just being able to find the pattern, and it's also about you being able to move forward and progress on. Again, it can be a journey, it can also be an apology from someone here as well, but I'm just really seeing you sort of facing up to, you know, your challenges, your struggles, and just being able to, you know, move forward and move past that and just be like, you know what, at least I've got myself, right? So that's something that I'm seeing, and that's so true. At least you do have yourself. So now I'm just going to do the pendulum. So if you have a question, feel free to ask. It's like moving around as well. Okay, now it's stopped. Okay, so it said try again. Well, you know what? The thing with this is if at first you don't succeed with this particular thing, then, you know, try again. Why not? You know, for some of you, try again could actually be quite literal in that sense as well. Oh, wow. It was, I really felt like it was going to stay stuck on definitely, and then it sort of went to maybe, and then definitely and no way. So the answer here is no way, but it was very close, all right? So I just want to, you know, let you know that it was very, very close. Okay, so let's go for some letters. Now this could be initials. It could also spell out words as well for some of you. Wow, I just realised there's like 3 Q's in there. Q, 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 X, F, M, L, H, N, C, A, another A. So we've got like car, right? C-A-R. We've also got can, C-A-N. Well, you know, we've got a lot of words. Like, for example, we've also got fan, F-A-N. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. We've got another C as well. So those are your letters. Let's go for some charms. Oh, we've got quite a few here. Wow, this crystal really wants to come out today. It is the crystal that represents the heart chakra, because green represents the heart chakra, also represents nature as well. So this to me is also about your personal nature, the kind of person that you are. You know, when we talk about a person's nature, it's also about how they are within themselves. You're a really good person, and I just really want to tell you that. You're such a good person. Please don't doubt yourself, especially if someone is not loving you the way you want to be loved or the way you need to be fought for, because I really feel that, you know, sometimes people, they just want someone who fights for them, and they will test people as well. And you know, that's the thing, is that you want someone who fights for you, never gives up on you, doesn't just run away, or you know, things like that. Your nature is that you would fight for someone. Your nature is that you would stay loyal to someone. Your nature is that you would always be there for someone and put in so much investment. So make sure that you are also, you know, in it with someone who is also giving you just as much, whether it's, you know, in business, whether it's in career, whether it is in regards to relationships, because your nature comes across as so pure that you know, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Empress. I mean, these are, you know, huge energies to have. You're just such a good person. So you know, what I would say is that if someone's not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, I mean, I can't really tell you what to do, but, you know, you get my gist, okay? You get my gist, is that sometimes those people just, they're really not good for you. And the more you sort of hold on to them, the more you will feel like, wow, I'm just putting in so much more investment, because I feel like you're putting in a lot of investment, you know, and I feel like you're going to go through this transformation. So sometimes, you know, we might think like, oh no, I need to hold on to this thing because I've held on to it for like a year or 2 years or 3 years. But what we don't realize is that actually, do we really need to be holding on to it? And it's okay if you've spent such a long time holding on to something. It doesn't, you know, yeah, you know, there are some people that, you know, spend years and years and years and decades in a certain situation and realize that, whoa, I've changed, I'm not myself, you know. So if you're worried about leaving something because you've put so much investment in terms of time, energy, or money into it, just know that there are better opportunities out there. There are also better people out there. You know, you deserve to be treated the way you want to be treated. Like, don't you want to be, you know, treated with respect and happiness and joy? Don't you just want to feel like ha ha ha, and, you know, feel really uplifted and feel like someone just understands you, whether that's, again, career related, you know, don't you just want to be treated with respect? Like, you know, it's interesting, we've got the crab here, okay, which is Cancer energy. You've also got the, you know, Chariot as well. So to me, this really does represent here the fact that there's some form of traveling, there's some form of you just being connected to yourself. There's that moon energy coming through. Also, of course, with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess has moon energy as well. So you're going to be really connected to the moon in September. So, you know, full moon rituals, they're amazing to do. There's so much information online as to how you can do them. My favorite way is to get a piece of paper and to write down everything I want to manifest on that piece of paper, and then to burn it on the night of a full moon. You can also do it actually on the night of a new moon as well, because new moon intentions are also really, really great, but that's more so towards the end of the month. So yeah, it's interesting here because you've also got that Pisces energy and you've got the fish. Ta-da! See how this connects? It's pretty spectacular in that sense. And then you've also got the Gemini energy. Now, it could be that this person perhaps that you're dealing with, or, you know, there's a boss or someone who has Cancerian energy or Pisces energy, or you know, extensive water energy. You may feel very emotional also in September. I just want to say that because you have got a lot of water energy present. But I want to say that you're strong, you've got this, you're resilient, and you know, just because you put so much effort and time into something, think about like how much happier you would feel putting more investment and time into the right thing, right? Rather than the wrong thing. Because that can be taking so much more of your emotional energy. You know, if you're chasing after someone or something that is just taking away so much of your energy whilst you're trying to chase it, whilst you're trying to attain it, it would just make you feel worse over time. Whereas when you're putting energy into the right thing, it will feel so much more effortless. And you don't have to worry every 3 seconds or every 2 seconds. It just feels so much more natural and progressive in that sense. And you've also got, it's interesting that I put this right here, this pink glitter. You can see here on the Empress card that you've got the flower crown with pink flowers. So to me, I just feel like there's this beautiful energy of embracing this sort of feminine energy. Even if you're a, you know, a male, or, you know, it's just really about that sort of feminine energy. It's about really feeling, you know, that feminine energy. How else can I put it? It's pretty much that. But you've also got the energy of sort of, you know, wanting equal, like, you know, energy in return. So if you're always putting in work, this is also about getting, you know, in return as well, because I think that's really important. So your biggest message and also lesson here in September is no matter how much effort and energy you put into something before, if it doesn't match your expectations, if it doesn't match your values, your needs, and what you truly desire, it is about recalculating that. And I do see here opportunities are present for you to take. But also, if you're scared, just remember that your nature is very, very high, and sometimes you might be giving to those that are a little bit more low vibrational. So, you know, that could be taking away more of your energy. If you want to stay stuck in a situation, then that's totally, totally your choice. But I just want to say that you deserve a lot better, and that don't be afraid, okay? You can find someone who's so much more equal towards you. Perhaps this is a business partner, a relationship, friendships, okay? Don't be afraid. Like, sometimes we have to spend, you know, time by ourselves and perhaps in, you know, solitude before we can find the right people. But, you know, it teaches us so much about ourselves. So that is essentially your energy. Those that really loved you will flock towards you, will come towards you in difficult and challenging times. They will never leave you be. They will always want to work things out with you, okay? And those that don't care about you, you already know they will disappear. So we want to bring stability into our lives, and September is all about that. It's about really just out with the old, in with the new, but more so, you know, is what you're putting in what you're also getting back in return. I think that's really important to ask as well, right? So I want you to know your nature is really beautiful. You're a really good person, such a strong person, but you know, there are some things here where you may not be treated the way that you necessarily want to be treated, and I think that it's really, really important to you know, take care of you. Just like how, you know, when how people like break up with other people, they always put themselves first and they don't really ever sometimes consider the other person and all their feelings. Sometimes you have to just consider yourself, and you just have to put energy into yourself and say to yourself, you know what, I'm doing this for the best. And if you are someone that thinks like, oh, what if I regret it, just realize in that moment you had come to put yourself in a place of power, and you know, you might be scared of insecurity, and you may have insecurity and fear doing certain things like that, or leaving a job, but you did it for the best because you know your worth and your value. And I think at the end of the day, if you know your worth and your value, it puts you in a stronger place, right? So group number 2, I think those are some energies here that we're really seeing for September. This is your reading. Now, if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below. Right, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy. And do take care as well. Alright, so now we go to group number 3. Alright, group number 3, here we go. We're going to see what's coming through. I've got the Smith-Waite deck here. If you have a question for the pendulum, do keep it in your mind, because I'm going to be asking the pendulum. It's like a sort of yes-no question kind of situation. And then also I'm going to be using some letters and some charms as well. But let's start first of all with tarot. Okay, let's have a look, group number 3, see what September is bringing you. Ay. Okay. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't go, okay? Yeah, don't go. Don't go. Stay here. Don't leave. What is that song? You are the only one I need to get by, to get by. Something like that, okay? There's a song that just came into my mind. Whew, okay, 3 of Swords. Nobody likes the 3 of Swords, okay? Hands up if you like the 3 of Swords. Nobody ever put their hand up, ever, all right? This energy is about something that you have dealt with, which has been very, very difficult, and you take this energy into September. It is pain, it is heartache, grief, sadness, frustration, feeling like the world is just doing you wrong, or feeling like the universe is just doing you wrong. I want to tell you, in September, the reason why you're still feeling this is because you have to heal, okay? And this, you might be thinking, oh, but in my situation, like nothing drastic has happened. So is something drastic going to happen? I just want to say that this is also about healing inner child wounds, right? Things from childhood that perhaps you're still carrying forward, that is blocking certain abundance from coming into your life. So perhaps as a child, if you went through something, oh, God forbid, really traumatic, it is about trying to get help, trying to work through those issues, trying to, just really pull yourself, to a place of healing. And I think that's really important. So that's what I'm, really seeing here, is that healing is emphasized here in September for you, so that all of this beautiful abundance that I'm seeing here, this fire energy, can really flow through beautifully, okay? Because sometimes we are holding on to certain things that are no good for us, and the universe is trying to take away those things, even though we feel like we really need them. Okay, this can also be certain relationships as well, where we're just really holding on to them because we feel like we don't deserve better. But that's us saying that we don't deserve better, right? If we're holding on to something that isn't doing us any good, that isn't making us feel happy. So the 3 of Swords here is just so vital, so crucial, because it's saying we have to heal ourselves, and that the universe did this to teach us a lesson. Okay, the threes in tarot indicate lessons, it indicates karma, and we might think to ourselves, okay, well, what did I do to deserve that? I clearly didn't do anything to deserve that. Sometimes the universe wants to take away what is not serving you so that something better can come your way, so that you can feel happier, so that you can feel content, so that you can have something that just suits you and gives you so much more peace, so much more happiness, so much more fulfillment. You know, the Three of Swords is so, so vital, so crucial. And this is really just showing that the universe, because that's the Four of Wands, okay? The Four of Wands is a divine card. It's also 1111 as well. And this 1111 card with the Four of Wands is about stability. It's about more joy, more happiness, more power to you, right? It's about you realizing your worth. And that's what I'm seeing here in September is you're going to realize your worth. You're going to realize that the things that perhaps you were holding on to were not really serving you, but you were holding onto them out of insecurity more than anything else. So I see you having some epiphanies. I see you really just feeling like, wow, okay, the magic wand actually is in my hands. You know, it may not feel like sometimes it's in your hands, but it is in your hands. Eight of Wands, opportunities, okay? The minute you really, you know, take yourself from a place of, instead of, you know, being the victim, you take yourself to a place of being like, you know what, actually, maybe the universe was trying to save my back. Maybe there's something that was going to happen that I didn't see coming. Maybe there was something worse along, you know, time that could have happened. And instead, the universe saved me at this very, very point in time. And it could have been really abrupt. But the universe saved me. That is you putting power into your hands. And that's the universe now saying, you know what, let's go. Let's go. Let's move forward. We're not going to stay stuck in this energy. We're going to move forward. We're going to heal. And healing is not a, you know, like a straight path or an upwards curve like this. Like healing, it literally goes like this and then goes upwards and still goes around in spirals. Healing is hard. It is so difficult. Okay, trust me, I know. But you've got this, okay, and you're going upwards, and I really see that here as well, okay. So September here shows opportunities, so long as you're able to reflect on the fact that you need to heal rather than holding on to this heartbreak and heartache, because I see so many people do that. When someone perhaps leaves them, they just hold on to the hope that no, this person's going to come back in a couple of months, like it's going to be fine, and they just hurt themselves over those couple of months and they just can't move forward because they have hope, right? And even though hope is a good thing, we do have to move forward and we have to treat that person as how they have treated us, right? Otherwise, you're just also going to excuse their behaviour, which, you know, let's be honest, that's not nice. Gosh, I really feel that there's people that just need to hear these messages, and I just hope that it gives you power, you know, so much power. I myself have been through something very, very significant recently, and, you know, it's hard. It's really, really difficult to go through things like this. Especially when you're a tarot reader and you're trying to, you know, help other people as well. You know, it just is so heartbreaking. So, the Seven of Wands, yeah. So this is a challenge, okay? Healing is a challenge. It's not supposed to be easy. Even for people that let go of people, they feel so much remorse. Like, they just feel like, oh my God, what have I done? And a lot of people regret things out of insecurity, or they come back around because they feel like, you know, actually they can't do it on their own. So they need, you know, space and time, but it's really difficult, especially when you're like waiting for something to happen. You've also got the Sun card. So basically you've got some good opportunities coming your way if you choose to detach, okay? So the real important thing here in this particular reading is detaching. Okay, the Chariot literally shows that if you're able to move forward and you're able to progress emotionally, because the Chariot is also the mother energy, okay, maybe seeking support from your family could be a really beautiful thing. Now, if you feel like your family is not trustworthy or that they don't care, I definitely would suggest therapy. I would also really suggest as well, what was I going to suggest? Friends, if you have them. Not everybody does have friends, but Page of Cups here shows surrounding yourself by friends and those that just really uplift you and make you feel happy is probably one of the best things. Take care of yourself in September. You know, the Sun also shows lots of opportunities in regards to career or education. Like, not everything is lost, but yeah, the Star card is definitely putting a lot of emphasis on healing. Okay, it's the card of healing. It is the card of, you know, progress. And I know that this is also a wish card as well, but this is also mainly about, you know, not putting hope on the fact that, okay, you know what, this person is just going to come back, or this person is going to, you know, progress. you know, it's a little bit like, and this is going to get really dark for a second, but you know, when someone passes away, it's that moment of just hoping that this person will come back. And that's the thing, is that, you know, they won't. But what's really beautiful is the fact that, you know, we can then move forward and move on. It's really hard when someone leaves you in your life, and then you know that they're just living their life, and they're living their life without you. That's also really heartbreaking as well. But you know, at least you have that sort of ability to be able to grieve, you know, over someone that has passed away, just because sometimes, you know, it's hard to do so when there's someone that you really like who is around you still, you know, and you can't. So it becomes even harder, because then there's hope, and there's, you know, a lot of that sort of kicks in, like, okay, I hope they'll come back, you know, they're still living their life, I'm such a good person. You know, it's really hard. Sometimes, you know, a clear-cut break is so much better than sort of, you know, and I'm not saying that it's better that the person dies or anything, like, that's not what I'm saying at all, my goodness. Please don't take it in that way. But a clear-cut break where you're just able to accept that, okay, this has happened, there's no going back, I need to heal, is probably one of the best ways to do it. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that sometimes a clear-cut, you know, break from a person is one of the best ways to heal. Like, it really does hurt, and it's very, very difficult, but sometimes when you have hope that that person is still there, it becomes really challenging. And also in terms of energy, then you're putting so much energy onto them, and it becomes really hard. So the Ten of Wands for sure is, you know, burden, it's stress, it's frustration, it's, you know, all of these challenges that we feel we shouldn't go through, but then we end up going through. You know, it's one of those things. So Ten of Wands here is that you may feel really burdened, you may feel really stressed out, upset, scared, angry, you know, a lot of it. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles here is about hope. Okay, and you have that here with the Star card, but this is personal hope. This is about you, right? The Queen of Pentacles here, that you will, you know, is showing you quite literally that you will succeed. You will strive to be the best version of yourself. You will be happy. You will feel content. You will get yourself to a really good place in your life. You will feel happy and solid and fulfilled. Like, you've got this. You will feel really, really great. So I just want you to know, with this Queen of Pentacles energy, that you have got so much going for you, and you will feel so happy and so content. And you know, it's a process. In all honesty, I'm not saying that, oh, you're going to feel all of this in September, but you will start to feel glimmers of it in September. A lot of you are going through a huge process of healing. A lot of you are going through processes of grieving. A lot of you are going through huge processes of coming to terms with certain things that perhaps haven't been suiting you. Really just getting help from, you know, friends or family members, or even, you know, professionals, medical professionals, perhaps even healers, spiritualists. You know, and you're trying to just find momentum to move forward, and sometimes that's really difficult, you know, to be able to move forward, but it's got to be done, and I just see that happening here. Okay, so if you have a question, you can ask the Pendulum. But yeah, I just want to clear up that no way, shape or form was I trying to say that, you know, someone passing away is better than having to break up with someone. Like, that's not what I was saying at all. It's just that sometimes what I was explaining is more so to do with relationships, where essentially having sort of a clean break from someone, rather than sort of hoping and wishing that they're still there wanting you back, is, you know, a little bit better for your mind and your heart, because you can move forward and you can progress. And you know, it's much you know, it's much simpler in that sense, but it's difficult for everyone. You know, it's hard. It's a hard situation. So let's have a look and see. Sorry, my pendulum is not straight. There we go. Okay, so we are at, oh wow, it's like going between so many of them. Okay, so we are at no way. Okay, so the answer to that question is no way, and we're going to go to some charms. Oh, we got a star. So we've got a glittery star, which, to be honest, you know, we have got the star card as well. Okay, this is about you healing. This is about you finding your inner shine. Do not dull your inner shine. Know that you will get there. Okay, you've also got the Ace of Pentacles as well, and it's just this energy of you having so much strength and so much confidence, and it's that energy of hope and success. As well, you've also got a flower here as well. This is about your personal growth. You know, it's like that energy of like bloom and growth and success and progression. We've also got here the moon in the shape, well, in the shape of it's a crescent, but you know, it really represents with Chariot the energy, because Chariot is moon child energies. and just moon energy in general. So, you know, having the moon there in this beautiful blue colour shows that you're really wanting to communicate your emotions as well, which I think is really healthy. Like, yes, it's challenging, but you definitely have the key to unlock your success and your potential and being able to move forward as well. So that's what we've got there. And then we've got the letters as well. Okay, so we've got Z or a Z, we've got an A D, Q, A, C, T, Q, H, another C, and a W as well. Okay, so let me know that those could be initials. It could also spell out words that resonate with your situation. So that is what we have got right there. Yeah, so group number 3, this is your reading. Definitely take care, stay safe, and I hope this gave you tons and tons of clarity as well. All the information is in the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items on Etsy as well. And I hope that, yeah, you do take care, stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and do check out the description box below as well. Alright, take care, bye!